Family shouldn't be defined by blood.
My brother's adopted. My younger sister died very, very early. He asked my mom, if Ate Mika didn't die, would you still have wanted me? And then she said, you were always, always meant to be my baby. There's no correlation between blood and family.
I'm Dean Rosen, I'm a filmmaker, and me and Zoe live in a double income, no kids household.
I'm Zoe, I'm 30, I'm a writer and now a new filmmaker. I live with Dean with our 8 furry and scaly animals.
Hi, I'm Pax. I'm a teacher and a single parent to a very spunky little girl.
I'm Miggy. I'm a businessman and I'm an only child of a very, very caring single mom.
Hi, I'm Nikki, 31 years old, former OFW, part of a queer couple with 3 cats.
Hi, I'm Zanessa. I'm 27 and I'm a freelance HR and I'm part of the queer community.
When it comes to being a family, I have had feelings of not being enough.
Okay. My dad left us 24 years ago. I grew up supporting my mom. Single parent siya and ever since wala siya naging partner or boyfriend. I feel like I'm not enough in providing for her or supporting her emotionally, financially. I know that I'm doing well. Kahit papano, we're surviving and we have a comfortable life. Pero yung buhay na deserve niya, I think hindi pa yung level ngayon. Kaya I feel like I have to work harder. And also, syempre, yung ginawa ng dad ko last time, na abandon her, leave her, I think I wouldn't do that also. So, yeah.
Have you ever reconnected with your dad?
Good question, no. He left us 7 years old ako eh. So, hindi ko siya nakilala talaga as a mature person.
Nag-try ba siyang mag-reach out sa'yo?
He did, actually, nag-try siya. First 2 years. Tatawag siya, mga kamusta, magka-promise, pupunta kami ng mga mall, ganyan. Yun ang naalala ko. Pero eventually, nawala na rin. Nag-disappear na.
Well, the perspective of a single mom, I just want you to know that you don't need to really carry that burden. That's one of my fear kasi for my child when she comes to a certain age. She will feel burdened that I'm not appreciating anything that she's done. So the limits that she can do, I'm fine with it. As long as we grow happy together, we're making memories together.
First of all, I commend you. Being a single parent is not easy.
It's not.
And I really love that na you don't put the burden sa anak mo. Pero eventually, you can stop that. Totoo lang. Makikita ka niya. She will always see you as her idol and she wants to protect you. I guess if I could bring back time, I would let my mom date. Siguro kasi hindi ko buhay yung buhay niya. I think you deserve to be happy also.
What if I tell you I'm already happy with my child?
That's enough.
Yes, that's enough.
I can't help but compare myself to other households.
I'll take the chair if nobody else will, just because. So obviously we're very unique. We're a couple, we don't want kids, but we have 3 cats, 2 dogs, and 3 reptiles together. I don't really compare our household to other families and things like that. One of our goals, right, is that eventually we'll get a bigger place and have even more pets, you know?
Maybe what makes our dynamic unique is it's very unusual, I think, especially for me, a Filipino family where the parents are fully accepting that we don't want kids. Especially like when my mom, when she's talking to friends or anything and they're like, oh, where's your apo? Why don't you have an apo yet? She'll go into talking about her 8 apos and she will never indicate that they're not human.
Yeah.
Like Sunny or Puka, who are both dogs, and people will just get confused.
Yeah.
So I think that's the unique part about our families. They seem fully accepting or like even indifferent.
The decision of not having kids, did it come from as an individual or when you already got together?
Before we got together, I think both of us didn't really want
Yeah.
kids. This is the way that I think about it. I'm indifferent. If you're indifferent, you probably shouldn't have kids. You know what I mean? If you want kids, you want the responsibility of nurturing and supporting a child all the way until adulthood and beyond, right? I never really fantasized or anything about doing things like that. So I probably shouldn't have kids. You know?
Well, I think for me, yes, being part of the LGBT, and we also have a blood of Chinese. And for the lesbian part, parang ako pa lang ata yung lumabas sa family. So, naisip ko na ma-compare yung family ko with the others, and especially with her family, kasi her family is very open. Parang naisip ko na, sana ganun din yung family ko that time. Nung nag-out ako sa kanila, nasabi ko sa kanila, nagkaroon pa ng mga other ways or other things na nangyari. But then, right now, everything is okay naman. But
Everything is in place naman.
everything is in place.
A household needs all the roles to be a complete family.
Lahat ng roles. Sa part namin, kasi parang isipin agad if you're lesbian, like, you're the man. Diba? Parang, siguro yun yung gusto ko sa amin kasi yung dynamic namin parang marunong kaming makiramdam. If she's busy, ako yung gagawa sa household. Magluluto for her, mag-assist, maglilinis. Vice versa pag ako naman yung busy. And that's what I like with our household. Even if we're just two of us, andun kasi yung support, emotional support, financial support. And for me, that's what describe a family.
I think it's very subjective, right? It's sort of like saying, what do you consider normal to be? You know, I think what's most important is, are you satisfied? Are you happy? Is it sustainable for you? So yeah, I think the idea of complete in itself in a word is very difficult to define.
I agree, but like I mentioned a while ago, it was hard for me to understand why I didn't have a father. Even though that I have so much people behind me who are supporting me like a father, iba pa rin yung napagtatanungan, meron kang, oh dad, paano ba mag-drive? Ganun kasimple. It's nice to accept the reality na, okay, we're complete na kaming dalawa ni mom, but I think curiosity kills nga.
Some communities are, for example, when families meet each other, makikita na rin ng mga ibang kids na there are other families with single parents. There are other families with queer parents. So parang they don't feel na nag-iisa na lang sila. So we live in a generation where everything is open.
Family shouldn't be defined by blood.
Oh, yeah. Okay. No, because my brother's adopted, and we've had this conversation. We were watching a medical show one time, and the woman was devastated because she was infertile. She couldn't have a baby. And I think one of the doctors said something about, oh, you can just adopt. And they said, oh, it's not the same. I have this really strong belief that if you're not open to adoption and you only want a biological child, you don't really want a baby. Because there's no correlation between blood and family. He came 6 years after me, and it was after my younger sister died very, very early. I was still a baby. And when he was like old enough to understand, I think he was about 16 or something like that, he asked my mom, if Ate Mika didn't die, would you still have wanted me? Yeah, and then she said, you were always meant to be my baby. Yeah.
Like your brother, how did you make him feel accepted?
Growing up, my brother and I were actually not very close. Yeah, I really only bonded with my brother when I think he was already 16. His rebellion was very delayed. Mine was very early. So I think
Balance.
we kind of...
Which ways?
Yeah. Then I think he was just, my parents provided for him so well. And he also really looks like my dad. Yeah, he really, really looks like a mini me talaga of my dad. And a lot of people tell us we look alike. And he's just like, oh, that's so funny, cuz. We always talk to him about it very young. My mom would tell him he was a gift. Yeah.
So I understand, and it's perfectly valid to be devastated if you don't have the freedom anymore of having and raising a child. I think that's perfectly valid. But at the same time, I think you really have to ask yourself, do I really want children, or do I just want a baby?
That is what happened to me and my partner. So we were married, okay? We were married. I told him, I'm not getting any younger. I don't know if my egg cells still work. He told me the first time rather, he wasn't ready. So I said, okay, maybe father jitters or something like that. The next year, I tried again. He said yes, so I thought we're in it together. I thought we were married, we already talked about it, and then we're ready to have a family, create memories, go travel, and just, maybe because I had a lot of friends that are already mothers, I knew what to expect. However, him, on the other hand, he thought, it's just a baby, it only sleeps, it only drinks, it only... I don't know, that's his expectation, I guess. And it costs a lot having a child. So he wasn't also prepared for that. And so that's how I became a single parent.
It took courage for me to accept my family situation.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
In continuation.
For me, it took courage na i-accept, especially yung naging reaction ng parents ko when I came out. Just a bit of a background. So it just happened like, I think, roughly around 2019 to 2020. Parang I realized in myself na something is different. Parang yung mga friends ko nagkakagusto sa lalaki, but parang ako hindi ako sabi ko parang, I think is there something. Pero I had boyfriends before, pero I considered myself as bisexual that time. When I met Nikki, I think parang like spark. So sabi ko, yan, nag-work naman siya, and then siguro yung pinaka-nahirapan na lang ako was paano siya sasabihin sa parents ko. Siyempre, yung father ko yung unang na-disappoint nung nalaman niya kasi hindi niya parang in-expect. And being in a traditional family, I didn't stop na ipaglaban kung ano yung nararamdaman ko and for who I am. Yeah, it takes courage na maging okay lahat and to do everything para lang matanggap nila yung sexuality ko and yung relationship namin.
Was part of the conversation your family wanting you guys to have kids?
Yes, my parents does want me to have kids. Yun yung pinaka-main concern nila nung nalaman nila na parang, ikaw na nga lang yung babae, and ikaw yung magkakaanak sana. Ayaw mo pa. I actually don't want to have kids then kasi in the future I don't want responsibilities. But yeah, we have cats, but that's fine. But having a child itself, it's very different. So yeah, it was.
At first, like, there's parang regret. Parang ako yung naging cause ng problem ng family nila. There's a time na parang, sana ba, di na lang kami nag-date or di na lang kami nagkakilala. Kasi syempre, ako rin yung first hand nakakita what's happening with the family. Pero yeah, everything is okay. And then, yeah. Ikaw,
yeah.
may regrets ka ba?
Open forum tayo dalawa. No, I don't have any regrets. Kasi right now, I feel like myself. And I think that's what matters.
I'm content with my modern family.
Oh, I would have gone for this one.
I'm very contented of my setup right now. A lot of my family would say, you're still young, you can meet another one. I'm like, my daughter is already a handful. So I'm really contented with raising a child on my own. And maybe I'm also just blessed with a child who thinks very maturely. I'm so proud to call her my daughter because sometimes she would play with other kids and then the other kids will be like, oh, where's your papa? And then she will be like, oh, I have a papa. I don't know where he is. He must live somewhere far. But I have a papa. But my mama is with me. I'm here with my mama and I'm happy. So hearing her answer that way, it's not something that I taught her.
But do you feel pressured na you prioritize her dreams over yours? Actually, the reason why I asked is because, syempre, growing up, I saw my mom parang sacrificing her dreams for me. That's why I love her so much kasi I know na she could have done so much without me. in the picture. And I think as a child of a single parent, do you feel like you could still do those dreams that you've left a long time ago?
Some days I feel like that. I also went through this acceptance stage, like my dreams of going abroad. So that is one of the things that I wanted. I was about to go abroad to teach. However, I was also in that position where I didn't want other people, even if they're my family, I didn't want other people to take care of my child kasi very hands-on talaga ako. One day, I might have the freedom to relive the things that I wasn't able to.
I think one of my really big takeaways from this is parenthood is everywhere. You're the mother to all your pets. You're the mother to your career. Your baby is the dream you have now. Your partner, your current family. Everyone's kind of a parent in a way.
Ngayon ko lang din siya na-realize nung sa open forum natin na parang, oo nga no, family nga kami. Kasi parang iniisip lang namin, yeah, we're just living together na parang wala lang. Kung ano yung what family does, parang yun naman din pala ginagawa namin. Nagbabudget naman din kami. Lahat naman din ng queer families and modern families like us na i-treat nila like equally.
Hearing all of your stories, it really affirms me. Even though how your life changes, as long as you're in control and as long as you make your decisions na tingin mong tama, I think you'll be okay. And congratulations to everyone kasi sobrang iba yung stories na narinig ko. So it motivates me even more to build my own family, whether reptiles, cats, or humans. I'm more motivated to take care of each and every one of them.